Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. I was supposed to have a video up yesterday, Friday, but my boyfriend decided to take me on a last minute date for the day, and it ended up taking longer than I thought. I usually edit my videos and upload them in the same day, so I didn't get to do that yesterday, so I wanted to upload today to make up for yesterday. But I wanted to say that I'm really excited about this nail set that I'm making today because it is a lace inspired nail design. And honestly, I was absolutely terrified to create this, but if you guys saw my Shein haul that I posted recently, I had got these gels that are called embossing gels or something like that, like 3D embossing gel. And those are meant to like create lace designs or any type of raised 3D like white line work. And I've been wanting gels like that for such a long time, and I love it. And I'm so glad I picked up like 2 of them. Just in case I won't be able to order from Shein for a while, like with the good prices. And yeah, so I'm starting off with this color from Nailzbydev Supply number 27. It's NB27, and it is one of my favorite colors ever. If you guys ever want to order from Nailzbydev, I do have a code. It is VAL10, VAL10, and yeah, so you guys could save a little bit of money with them if you ever decide to try out their gel polishes. You guys know I use their new gel polishes a lot. And once I had 1 layer of number 27 cured, I went ahead and added 1 layer of number 21. This is like a more pinkish toned, almost mauve-y, but very sheer, so it's perfect to layer on top of any other color, which is what I like to do here. So that's what I'm doing, and I felt like it gave the perfect color because number 27 on its own in 1 layer is a little light, as you can see, so I wanted it to be a little more warm, so I decided to add this one, and I felt like it was perfect. And after I'm done applying this layer, I'm gonna show you guys the inspo photo. I honestly am so excited because I feel like I nailed what the inspo that she wanted originally. And another thing, this is a wedding nail set. This is for her wedding, so I really had to step it up and try my best to create exactly what she wanted. She did send me a few photos of different lace nails and like designs that she wanted, so hopefully she ends up loving these nails because she did basically give me creative freedom. She just sent me those inspos, so let me insert it right here. So she did send me this photo, and I was like, okay, I can make this work. I need to create something like this. But I somehow wanted to incorporate the rhinestones as well because she did specify that she wanted like that type of lace design, but she also wanted like crystals. She said she wanted silver crystals and pearls, I believe. So I was like, okay, let me see what I can do to make it cohesive and make it really beautiful, but still elegant and not too much, because I know she probably wanted it to be a little more elegant because of the photos she sent me. She sent me that one that had that lace design, and she also sent me another one that had some rhinestones on it and another one that had like some glitter, but I felt like adding glitter would have been too much, so I decided to do the lace, a classic French, and then some stones. And I want you guys to tell me if you think it's pretty. She did send me a photo of her wedding dress as well. I'm not going to put it up just because, you know, privacy, but it is a beautiful fully lace wedding dress. So I was like, I felt like this set would just go perfectly, and I felt like it would really go with like the vibes. So I'm creating a classic French on 2 of the nails here, the pointer and the ring finger. These are going to be the nails that are going to have rhinestones on them. So I'm just creating a classic French, and I'm making sure not to cover the nail completely with the French. Like, I want the nude part to be showing a lot because that's where the crystals are going to go. So I really wanted the French to just be classy and like elegant and like basically perfect. I was perfecting it. I actually cut out a few clips where I had to go back and redo the French on a few of the nails like 3 times because it wasn't looking perfect. And I was like, this is her wedding, like it has to be perfect. You know what I mean? If anyone ever tells me that I'm doing their wedding nails, I take it very seriously. So I am basically just making sure the lines are very clean and crisp for her photos, and I'm just going in and filling it all in and making sure I get all around every single edge. I don't want there to be any spots that have any polish missing or anything like that. And you guys know my favorite white gel polish is from Melody Susie. It is the most perfect white gel polish, but I did add a tiny bit of Nailzbydev liner gel in there to make it a little more opaque, so it's just a 1 coat full coverage. It is always a full coverage with the Macart or with the Melody Susie gel, but I just needed it to be extra full coverage today. So now I'm going in with my Pana number 2 Kolinsky brush. This is actually the brush that I use to do 3D flowers with acrylic and monomer, but I feel like I needed a pointy long brush that was thin to create these like lace type of swirls. So I decided to go in with this brush. I just made sure to clean it off really good when I was done, and I'm just going in and basically drawing out these little swirl designs just like the inspo photo that I showed you guys earlier. And I don't know why I was so intimidated to do this. Like, honestly, I was like when I'm intimidated to make a nail set, I will put it off for like a few extra days, but I could not put this one off anymore. I was like, no, I need to get this done. I need to just try it out. The worst that can happen is that it doesn't come out perfect the first time, and I just I will have to like redo another nail set for her or something, like, because if it's not up to my expectations, I won't even want to send it to the customer, honestly. Like, I'll just feel like I could have done better, you know? But this one, I was so happy with the finished result. It was literally everything that I had imagined in my head for the set. So it's actually so much more simple than you would think. Also, if you guys are interested in creating like this embossed, like baroque, I think it's what it's called, lace inspired design, then this is like the perfect tutorial, because it's just so much simpler than I thought it was going to be. So you just want to go in with the white gel polish that is more, you can use like a thicker gel, like a liner gel, or you can use like any type of other gel, but I would prefer I preferred a liner gel, so I'm going in with the Nailzbydev liner gel, but I have barely any product on the brush. I want it to look as sheer as possible, but I could not use a milky white for the sheerness to create these little swirl things that I'm creating right now, because it will just be way too watery and it'll be smudging. That's why you want to go in with a liner gel preferably, or any type of thick white gel polish. If you have the Melody Susie white gel, that will work perfect as well. But I needed the swirls to stay in place, and I could not risk using a watery type of gel. So I barely had any product on the brush. I wanted to look very sheer, and once I was done doing the little swirl things, I just went ahead and cured that. And then now I'm going in with a matte top coat. I am using the Gaoy matte top coat. I've been loving it lately. I like how it's not a full matte. It's almost like a little satiny, so I felt like it was really pretty for a wedding vibe. I went ahead and just did one even layer of this all over the nails, on every single nail, because the inspo photos she did send me, I think almost every single one of them was matte. So I felt like she probably wanted a matte nail design. And I also felt like with these lace type of design nails, baroque, like lace, I don't know, the matte would just stand out way more. So now I'm going in with the embossing gel glue thing. I got it on Shein. I did show which exact one it was in my Shein haul, but I will put it again in the description of this video. And I honestly love the product. It is like a no wipe 3D like liner gel, but it is so thick. Like, it's not like, if you have like any other liner gel, it's probably not like that. It's like thicker. I don't know how to explain it, but I love that it's no wipe, so you can create some really beautiful intricate designs with it. And it'll just stay like that. Like, you don't need to top coat anything. So you could see here I'm going around the swirls that I already created that are already underneath the matte top coat, but I am just basically going in like a little swirl pattern. Some of them I'm connecting and some of them I'm not, and that's gonna give it that really pretty, like, intricate look. Instead of making every single swirl exactly the same, I'm making every single one different, going in different directions, and it looks almost like so beautiful, like a very like, it's like lace, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like not super lacy. I don't know how to explain it, but there is another type of lace design that you can do that's a little different, and I think I'm going to try to do a tutorial on that, at least probably for a YouTube short. But I want to try it out now, because now that I nailed this one, I was like, okay, now I want to try a more detailed lace, you know what I mean, like something a little different. And probably I want to try it with a black instead of the white lace, because that will just look like super pretty, like sexy vibes, you know what I mean. So because I ordered the black embossing gel and the white, I want to try to use the black one now and see how that one works. But I've always wanted to try out a design like this, and it is actually my first time ever, so I'm really glad with the way it turned out. You can see here I'm going in a little more of like a swirly type of pattern, and then right here I'm not connecting it, I'm going down like that. And this is just like creating different lines and different types of, like, I don't know, like a different type of look. And I feel like it looks very elegant and very bridal. So that's why I chose this one out of the other lace ones that she had sent me, because she sent me another one as well that I was about to go with, but I was like, I don't know, this one just gives like really elegant. So Now I'm adding a little bit of some extra lines here, almost like little leaves or something. And I'm also adding a little extra gel at the tip of the nail where it might look a little unfinished, like where the swirls end, if you know what I mean. I'm adding a few extra lines there as well, just to make it look a little more full. And I'm basically repeating this on all of the other 3 fingers. So the thumb, middle, and pinky on both hands are going to have this design, and I'm going to make them all different, and they're all in different directions and things like that. Basically just freehanding it and trying to make it look as beautiful as possible. I was going extremely slow. All this footage is already sped up ×2, and you could see how slow I'm going in this video. So I think I'm going to speed it up ×4 so that you guys aren't staring at me creating the slowest lines ever, because it looks very slow. It doesn't even look like it's sped up right now, like while I'm editing, but I don't know. I think I'm going to speed it up for you guys a little bit. I hope I explained everything as detailed as I could, because I don't think there's any other way I could explain it. And if you're wondering what brush I'm using here, I'm using the Nailzbydev 9mm. This is my go-to brush when I need to pick up a little more product. And because the tip of this brush picks up a little extra product, I can create those like thicker to thinner lines that I need for this specific design.
We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had.
So now we're getting started on my favorite part, which is all the embellishments and the bedazzling. I feel like this is what makes, like, I don't know, makes the bridal elegant glam type of look. And I was so happy that she told me she wanted bedazzling and embellishments on it, because it's just like, I don't know, if it was like me, I would want that on my nails too, just because I'm a glam type of girl. But I'm adding little pearls, and then I'm adding a variety of different silver AB crystals, or I don't know if they're called silver AB or crystal clear AB, but I'm adding a variety of these, and I'm just adding a few different shapes. But I really wanted the pearls to be there, but I didn't want it to be so pearl forward, if you know what I mean. I wanted the bedazzle, like the embellishments, to stand out and the sparkle to stand out, but I wanted the pearls to be almost like little accents on the nail rather than a pearl type of design, you know. I hope I'm making sense, because in my head it makes sense, but I don't know. And I'm just adding a variety of different sizes. When you add a variety of SS stones to your bling placement, it makes all the difference. Trust me, it makes it look so beautiful, like, and really, really detailed. So I'm also grabbing a dotting tool with the same glue that I'm using, and I'm going to be applying it in separate little areas here on the lace, so that the lace also has a little bit of a sparkle to it, and it's not just so simple. Like, I wanted to spread out a few crystals around there so it has a little bit of sparkle as well, and I felt like it really added to the overall look. Like, these nails in low lighting are going to be absolutely stunning. I wish I would have got an extra video in low light so I could have showed you guys, but I really wanted to get these shipped out, and I was kind of rushing, so I had to just package them up when I was packaging them and then send them out to the post office. And then the glue I'm using, you guys can see it right there a little bit, is the Star Bond cyanacrylate glue. It is from Amazon. It is in my Amazon storefront. There's 2 versions. There is a waterier version, which is, it just says thinner consistency, I think. And then there's a thick consistency, which is the red bottle. That is the one I use. I love this glue so much. If you use it with the Hurry Up Nail Glue Dryer Spray, you can get it on eBay, like the spray. If you use that, like right after you're done applying the crystals, but it has to be like once you're completely done, like with the whole set, then you can let them dry for a few seconds and then go in and wipe them with some alcohol, and your sparkles will be literally dazzling, like sparkling, so sparkly, and there is no white cast left over. This is my favorite glue because of that. I noticed that with the Zuley's Bling adhesive, if you guys use that, because I recommended that so many times because I love it, I noticed that that one has a little more of a white cast. And also the Sally's Beauty glue that I recommended a little while back, it's like a pink tube one. That one has a very strong white cast. After it dries, the white cast is almost impossible to remove. Like, you have to use a lot of acetone to get rid of it. And I've noticed with this specific Starbond glue from Amazon, it is incredible. Like, I'm so glad I found it. The little bottle has lasted me months and months already as well. I can imagine how many more months it's gonna last. It's really affordable. So if you guys are looking for a good strong nail glue, or not nail glue, rhinestone glue, then trust me, you have to try this one. Like, if there's one thing I can recommend you, it's this, because my crystals do not fall off when I use this. And you just want to apply like a good generous amount, but not too much, because you don't want it to be overfilling your crystals. You don't want this glue to be on top of the crystals. Like, you know what I mean? You want to apply just enough to where the glue is like a little tiny puddle around your stones, and your stones are like almost sitting in a little puddle. You know what I mean? Like, if that's one thing that you want to perfect, it's definitely the amount of glue you use, because if you use a lot, you're definitely going to be able to tell. And I know it can be kind of hard though, like to use a perfect amount of glue for every single rhinestone. That's why if you have a little trouble, I would recommend placing some down and then using the dotting tool to grab extra glue and then place it where you need it, so that it's only in the exact area that you need it to be. I don't know if I made sense there either, but that's basically my advice for that. Another thing I wanted to give advice on is the pearls. You do not want these pearls to lose their color. Of course, it's just a spray over. They're little plastic pearls. They're not going to last the longest. So the way I would recommend for these to last is to there's this McCart rhinestone gel glue, but it is called Gem Grip Glue, and it comes in like a little needle tube, like has a little needle at the end, and the glue comes out super a little more runny. I would recommend you get that. Apply some of that on the pearl after you're done, like with the glue and everything, and it's dry. Apply some of that on the pearl, let it cure in the lamp, take it out, top coat the pearl, and then your pearl should be perfect, and it should not lose its color or its spray over. So if you guys are having trouble with the pearls chipping or the color coming off, that is my number one recommendation for you. But yeah, that's my little tip my little trick I've been doing for the pearls to make sure that they last. So that's what I did on this nail set as well. But once this nail set was all finished and cured and done and in the box, this is what it ended up looking like. It is absolutely stunning. It is definitely giving elegant bride, glam elegant bride. Like, it is giving what it needs to give. I really hope my customer enjoys this nail set and loves it as much as I do. This is like a still photo of it, but it turned out great. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!